4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ranch here, bringing on Suck of Commentary. This is going to be the first set in Group H of the round 32 in the Nate MSL. We're going to have Effort playing against RuBy on Ada to start things off. And this is going to be the last group of the round 32, so feel excited. After we're going to find out who's facing off against who in round 16. So this is going to be awesome. Fun group. We have Effort against RuBy, as I've already mentioned, on Ada 2-player map. We're going to have RuBy the lower right-hand position, that is the 5 o'clock as the blue terran. We're going to have Effort the upper left-hand position as the yellow zerg at the 11 o'clock. Really fun to finally see Air Force Ace represented in one of these tournaments. I mean, pretty sure this MSL had a player from every single team in the round 32. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%, but I am pretty sure at least one player from each team was there. I think RuBy definitely the only representative of Air Force Ace. But overall, pretty fun to see that each team is represented, especially Air Force Ace. They haven't, I'm not even sure they've ever had a representative in a round of 32, basically beyond the prelims of an individual tournament. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. I'm not sure anybody from Air Force Ace has ever been in the round of 32, ever gotten past the prelims. But yeah, RuBy did. He got past the prelims, got past the MST, so now he's here, but he's facing a pretty tough group. And he's facing a pretty tough ZVT machine in Effort. He's going to be able to block off his choke. I think actually SCV might be the only thing that's blocking. There are drones trying to get up. Yeah, SCV is being forced to cancel, well not cancel, stop building that barracks. Yeah, that is not a full wall. He's going to need another supply depot to do that, but still managing to prevent the scout, so that's a good start. Effort on the opposite side, going to go a bit risky, going to go for the 12 hatch, feeling safe. This is most likely a good choice by him, honestly, because it looks like RuBy's actually going to go for 1 racks into expand from the way it sets up. But yeah, RuBy, even before he came here for this, he was a TVZ specialist himself. Kind of he was good in all matchups. Somewhat more mediocre in TVT and TVP, but he was a TVZ specialist. He has a very high win rate there, at about 60%. So, despite him playing an ace now, and you know, ace players generally don't get as much practice as some of the other teams, and not as good practice partners either, I still think he's going to be able to pull this. He might still pull this off. He still might have a chance here. Don't count him out, because he has been playing well for ace. He has become their ace. Ooh, pun. Micro pretty well against the drone. Might get the ACV picked off. Oh, does get the ACV picked off. Oh, really would want to get some vengeance out. And it's actually, yeah, I saw him getting that early gas, so he's actually not going to go for that early expand. Did not mention that. Did saw him go for that early expand. So, yeah, he's going to get that early factory, and then going to expand right after the factory. Did have 3 SCVs on that gas for a little while, but only has 1, so he's going to expand as soon as he gets the factory up. Most likely going to just start off with Vulture Harassment, and then get an expansion. We're going to see whether he actually goes into full-out mech, or whether this is going to be some early Vultures ready to do some harassment, get some map control, and then transition into Bionic. Effort for his side actually going to try to prevent the SCV scout from coming up. SCV should actually be able to. Ooh, 2 drones engaging now. SCV's not going to. SCV is resilient, but he cannot engage 2 drones, so he's not going to be able to get the scout in. Neither player gets the scout in the other, so RuBy isn't really going to know what to expect. He's actually going to. Ooh, interesting. Going to float his fac away. Okay, just, yeah, not enough space for machine shop. Got a machine shop right off the bat, so this actually might be. He's actually sending. Ooh, almost getting SCV scout picked up. But yeah, he did actually send more SCVs at the refinery as soon as the factory came up. Does lose the SCV scout, so almost like it is gonna look. It does indeed look like he's going for a mech build. And with the distances, yeah, he's going for an expansion alongside, but I'm not quite sure on this. Still has to be careful. Effort's gonna come in from the north side. Is gonna be able to spot that factory. He's gonna spot the machine shop, and that rack's being floated off. So this is most likely gonna be a mech build. I'm just thinking he really needs to be very careful with this. He's not overall very well defended. Only has 1 single Marine to defend. Those 2 Zerglings might actually. Wow. Okay. We're gonna see whether those 2 Zerglings do way too more damage than he would have hoped. Because honestly, okay, single 1 Marine. First Vulture comes out though, so finally that 1 single Vulture is gonna be able to prevent that Zergling from doing any sort of harass. But still, Effort gets a full scout at. And I saw Effort going for production hatch. He's actually going for a 2-base build. I think I saw him putting down a den alongside. RuBy now gets the second factory going. Looks like he's getting mines going. alongside Vulture start off. No, okay, the Hydra didn't come in natural. Okay, it was a spawning pull. Pardon me. Had a very late pull, apparently. So, does have a den down, though, and a lair is on the way, so could be two. It looks like 2 base lurkers with an extra production hatch. And, of course, could just be transitioning to straight dirty. I think he might have actually thought of going for mutas. 2 base mutas, but as soon as he saw the mech bull coming up, he most likely decided to transition to hydras because hydras much more effective, especially you need hydras up when you get vultures on you. Okay, RuBy apparently getting speed before mines, getting vulture speed, so now he's going to try to get by. He's going to, if he does this right, he's with vulture speed, he's definitely going to be able, especially with 3 vultures, he's going to be able to get past the sunken fairly easy. Might even get past the sunken despite the drone blocking and those zerglings in the way. He might even get past that. Well, maybe, probably not with the zerglings in the way, but he might get past that with minimal damage. He's going to go for it. 1 second hit. Oh, going to be forced back. Does lose one vulture in the process. Those zerglings blocking fairly well there. Spire is on the way, so I assume he's going to have 1 or 2, just some early hydras, but might even then transition getting some mutas on the way. Of course, the weakness in that is that one of the weaknesses, of course, going with mech, you are going to have your eBay a little bit later in most cases, but you are still going to have your Goliaths out as soon as you spot that coming up, as soon as you get your Academy up, which of course sometimes is also late. As soon as you spot that up, you're going to be able to get some Goliaths out there. Goliaths fairly effective, especially with Charon boosters. They're fairly effective. Mines out for RuBy, so he's going to be mining all over the place. This is going to give him some spotting all over the place, some scouting all over the map. He's going to have troop movement. Might even manage to prevent that. Has like a little wall there that's not really effective at all. Once a Goliath is going to be forced to meet those zerglings. Some vultures coming in to support the Z's. Zerglings not really going to be able to do anything. Are going to get inside. Oh no! It's just only going inside to spot a second Goliath. Meanwhile, Zergling actually at the net, being engaged by CV. He's managed to pick one of CV off. Effort now going to expand the lower left hand. Oh, RuBy right on top of this. Has a vulture going right in there. 4 vultures going to go right in there and right past the freaking hatchery. I don't understand what the heck that was about. I assume he spotted it. If he hasn't, he's going to look down his lower left minimap in a second and go, wait a minute, what's that yellow blimp? Unilist now out, so he's definitely lucky for having gone for some Goliaths. I just don't know whether Charon booster ready. Does have a lot of turrets. 3 turrets in natural expansion. I'm not quite seeing how many turrets. There are some turrets coming out the main as well. Has a 3rd factory coming up as well. Especially if he has Charon boosters to help him out, this is going to be overall a very good attack for him. He's going to be able to do. Going to be able to hold this off. Mutalisks are a fairly large clump though, so they can still accomplish quite a bit. Reinforcement coming in on all sides. I think Effort might actually go in where he has a Mutalist there at the north. Is going to move in from the north side. There are Goliaths, more turrets being put up as well. Just Effort has to be very careful. He has to accomplish something with this Mutalist because these guys are going to be able to a little bit more. But the Charon boosters are ready, so they can engage his Mutalist on so many sides. Unluckily for Rover, he did not have a single turret at that right side of the natural expansion, but still not really accomplishing too much. I think he picked off 2 SCVs, but lost 2 or 3 CVs in the process. Now he has vultures right inside of Effort's natural expansion, engaging drones on the ramp. So it's very smart. 1 second Mutalist does come out. So what he needs to do right now is micro and pick off as many drones as possible can before these vultures lose the live. Oh no! Why, RuBy? Why? You could have microed them. Oh man, he completely lost his control there. Mutalist just didn't micro them for a little while. He could have at least gotten 1 more drone out of that. But oh well. With those drones blocking, there was no way he was going to get up the ramp. At the very least, he could have killed drones on the ramp. Oh well. Starport now on the way, so we're probably going to see a science facility up fairly soon. So quite a few Goliaths out in the field as well, just to tackle these Mutalisks coming up. We're going to see what it is that he decides, whether he decides to go for some actual air tech, or just transition to science facilities and getting his upgrades up. I did spot. Pardon me. I did spot a armory up, so weapons 1 should be in fairly soon. And of course Goliaths with weapons 1, yeah, weapons 1 already do have, and weapons 1 Goliaths, they get 4+ to their attack anti-air, and that's just so much, especially with Charon boosters and weapons 1 attack. They get to rip in the Mutalisk absolutely insanely. So really those Mutalisks, sometimes they can overwhelm a Goliath army, but at the number that Effort has,